Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And Charles, switching gears for a second. Rosters trimmed to 75 as of 4 p.m. Tuesday. What are some of the early surprises you saw?
Well, how about Paul Kruger, the outside linebacker in Cleveland? I thought he would adapt really well to their new system. He's gone. Ruben Randall, a wide receiver we thought had big value. He's gone from Philadelphia. And how about our guy, Terrence Knighton? Huh? The big fella. Gone from New England. What did he put out on social media on the way out?
He said, it's been real, New England. This is Bell on the dump off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. What fire?
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
Now Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to fire one, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marcus Wheaton, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And his kick is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself something to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now it's Wilson, and that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, here's the Canadian-born punter John Ryan to kick it away for Seattle. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go.
34, eyes on 34. Set, like 80.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing left side, it's complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 71 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of time. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Third and 2, now Wilson. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's...
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we reach halftime. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And there's a flag on the field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
2nd down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. All right, Charles, let's switch gears to preseason injuries. Always a hot topic. Look at the Chargers. 2 Achilles injuries out for the season. Both their tight end, Jeff Cumberland, and Brandon Oliver as well.
2 key players for them. And Brandon Oliver, I mean, he's a little rock when he runs the football. And they're going to miss him both running it and in special teams. And don't forget Benjamin Watson, who went to the Ravens this year. One of the better pickups for them. He's out for the season after an Achilles. I'm not a doctor. I can't play one. But I have heard doctors say the guys are getting bigger, stronger, faster. The Achilles is really bearing up some pressure now.
Just need you to be careful on the Stepmaster at the hotel, okay? We don't need you going down with an Achilles injury.
I agree totally. I'll do my best.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Rawls. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football. Not easily done in today's NFL.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Prosise, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
19. Check three. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Touch 50.
Wilson going to throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
That's fielded in the end zone. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Fitzgerald Toussaint, 104 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure, and he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. First and goal here from the 2. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And quickly they get to the line.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Wilson, a give to Rawls. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. quarter. 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Complete outright to Kurz. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Penalty marker is down here. And he puts it through.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second down following the incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He can't bring... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Second down following the run. They run again with Michael. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On the run, this is Michael. And some space here. Cuts it, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, home team made it. 2 threes on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the quick. Kiss it. Sway Lee, Mr. Couldn't took it quicker. Hottest on the planet, got the place lit up. Fly, got expensive taste, sight and touch. We ain't on the same team. Cheer up. Both up, that make sit up. I ain't come to blend in, boy, I stand out. Money talks, you just popping off at the mouth. If I'm the topic, then the conversation hit it. Ray Shrimp getting booked up in every city. Splash out with cash, had the spaz on the waiter. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
So bad, swimming in my bed. Off with that, off with that. Young Slim, get it in my.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up is a rematch. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And there's your standard issue draw play. I like it a lot better when it's actually been set up.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run again with Blount. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Throwing on first down is Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Rough. The passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Again, it's Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now Lewis. And some room to maneuver. 20. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. Big run on the opening drive, and they better watch out for this guy or it's going to be a long game.
Back when I played in our scouting reports getting ready for games, we put stars next to the guys that we thought were the key players on the other side. There should have been 3 or 4 stars next to that guy's name.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And here now it's It's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Time running out here on the play clock. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Wait, 20! Wait, clear!
Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And, Charles, this front 7, they're going to get some help once the season starts. Barkevius Mingo coming over from the Browns to the Patriots.
And they needed that help. They've had some guys dinged up, so they needed some fortification. And remember, Barkevius Kiki Mingo was the number 6 pick in the entire draft when he came out of LSU in 2013. There's talent there. They're hoping to get it out of him.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. On 2nd down, Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory, throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And some room to work. The 20. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run. This is Lewis. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, Charles, last week we did some fantasy draft talk, and we've got more drafts coming up this week. The Madden draft on September 1st that I'm in. So give me a few names. Who's poised for a breakout?
I can't wait to follow this throughout the year and see how you're doing.
You're going to laugh at me.
You know, you've gone into the Shark Tank here.
I have.
All right, some big-time players. But what little bit I know about it, I know you've got to start with a runner, right? Is it a Todd Gurley? Is it a Ezekiel Elliott? Is it an Adrian Peterson? But I keep hearing Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers may be the #1 pick for everyone
and
all
Odell
throughout
Beckham
fantasy world.
Odell Beckham up toward the top as well.
Oh, without a doubt. And I'm telling you something. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you my sleeper on that. Jordy Nelson with the Green Bay Packers. He is back. He's ready to go. And Aaron Rodgers is motivated this year. I think that there'll be a big-time connection. When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Brady. Caught left side. Bennett. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe... They're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the screen pass. 32 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian Michael in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
3 down. 380.
The final shot before half for Brady. And that is incomplete. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. Oh, what a move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's caught outright by Graham. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Rawls. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Wilson on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. It's a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here, and they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Holding offense.
Way to be here, baby.
Still third down.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Wilson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Out of the pistol, it's Rawls. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Rob Ninkovich from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this is going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Danny Amendola on the return. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Seattle defense getting set to go. Brady now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On play action, it's Brady. Then he finds Danny Amendola. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And now they're in the hurry-up. Brady now on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, here's Blunt. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blunt punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third down, Wilson. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Wait, 20! Hey, check it! Check it out, Reed! Let's go! Check 31! Wait, 20!
On second down, here's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Brady got to have this one. And Amendola with a catch. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is Lewis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Dion Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here's Brady. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Rawls. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And just a heck of a final drive that you and I just got to witness.
We got to see calm, cool, and collected in action, didn't we? That allowed them to go down the field and score the game-winning points.
Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me